Just wondering, I hope your back is getting better. I know you've been down for a little bit, but made some big leaps and bounds. Hoping to get into something again by the next 30 days. Like I said, I'm very optimistic. It will happen because I said so. And I got the faith that it will happen. Trying to figure out how to roll this thing down. I can't figure out how to roll it down. I'm not just thinking rolling. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so this property here, if I can, stupid thing is up. This right here is this property is actually in Seattle City. In Seattle City, I was just there. Probably I think it was like last year. It's a 5-star resort. It's freaking amazing. It kind of looks like a when I stayed there, it looked like a baby Mar-a-Lago. Now actually looked like this actually like it was the hotel, but they all look like this. So you can imagine this particular house, man. It's really, really freaking immaculate. I can just imagine. Look at this. So now I'm show you how easy it is on the sheet to do this, and we're going to include the capital stack, and it's going to do it all for you. So if I have to go down, so you got all this stuff here. Remember, AI can do all this, but we'll do some numbers. I remember they're asking 13.85 million, so we'll need that number on your sheet. So we come down here, we look. Yep, it's in Seattle City. It's freaking amazing there. Houses there are expensive. One way on it, one way in there on that island. I don't think you can grow lavender there. I don't think you could, but this is example. Again, I know damn well this thing's worth more than $4 million. I already know this thing's way worth more than that. All right, but this is how we figure this out. We're gonna use your sheet on this one. Come over here, and but I'm just gonna make a copy of this one. This will be for you. But this is my new baby. This has everything, all the markets that I am actually chasing their Daniels Island didn't have that. I can't believe it, little bastards. And when you look over here, it kind of have the premium. Like according to what you said and that other dude said, in Daniels Island is pretty well off, and that's a pretty big premium. Pretty big premium. Somewhere between 30 to 45%. I can even say even 50%. Like this one here, I definitely give it a 50% premium. So let's go back here. We're gonna add in the numbers on what we're supposed to add in. Come back over here. Where is this thing at? That was got 4346. So we're gonna add in here 434600. Like boom. Ice. I don't think Ice had nothing, right? Ice didn't have nothing, and First American didn't have one, and we had 7192. Okay, so where it if it didn't have anything, you don't put anything. Okay, because you put a zero, zero is a number. Remember, Ice didn't have anything. You back it out. Just back it out. And what we're gonna get 7192. So 77192 million, right? Boom. Now we should be right at the same number they got. Yep. See, so that is the fair market value right there. Okay. So now we come back over to our sheet. This is the only other part you have to do. I'm telling you, this you can do your own research on this thing, but this thing could be up there around the 60 to 80% premium because it is Seattle City. I'm just gonna sake of this. I'm gonna go 50% premium. A 50% premium. So I put in 50%. It takes this thing up to damn. That's it. Damn. Oh wait, I've got the asking price in there. What were they asking again? I forgot what it was. Even though the asking price really doesn't make a hill of beans. 10,850. So when you put this in here, it's going to change the number on that side of it. 10,850. Oh, you know zero. No zero. 10,850. So according to this here, they're actually overpriced. But like I said, this is Seattle City. It could be up there like around like Beverly Hills mark. At the 75% premium, they're like right there. I mean, they're like right there. So I mean, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't know. But let's just stay with the 75% premium because it could be that. So your capital stack now is going to be 10.95. They're at that now. So the only way that we can really make this thing work with this thing would be number one, it's been on the market quite some time. You know, maybe if you can come down and get them down, maybe say let's say 15, you play the numbers, maybe 9.2, give it a 9.2. You can always play with the numbers. You play the numbers. Let's just go back to the 10%. 10%, see what that looks like on paper. See all the numbers change, right? So 10% is the target price at 9.7. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay. So the next step is we're going to do our recorded price. How we figure out the recorded price is 75%. I remember we all have our own businesses and stuff like that, but you can pick the numbers you want. I feel comfortable 75. There, I would like to record 100% of it, have it really low, but I know I have to have something there, but I don't want to pay $13.8 million in taxes. So it's going to get recorded as $7.3 million. In this case, it'll be, as you see down here, it changes down here as well. We're going to buy this thing at 7.5. I mean, that's what, no, that's not, we have to buy it. That's what it's going to be recorded at. No, that's not right. No, that's not right. This number actually changes. Sorry. This number changes. So we're going to actually buy this thing at, we're actually going to buy it at 9.8 million right here at that number. That's the only number you change. Let's hold that off for a second. There. So now your closing costs already totals up. Already totals up. All right. It says right there. C4. C4. Remember, your closing cost goes off of your target price. Boom, boom. 2%. Your lending fees. Your lending fees are going to go off of your loan amount. Your loan amount will be the recorded price times, right here, it's going to be your recorded price, which is the sell, times 65%. That is how much you're going to get from the lender. So your fees are based on that. So it's going to be your 2% fees times this sell right here. Change it all by itself. Your property finder fee is based off of your target price. So that's 2% and it changes right there. So now your cash back, I have this set automatically, where it's pretty much going to give us 12% cash back. This does 12%. Now remember, it can be 10, it can be 12, whatever. This one you maybe want more cash back because you are getting it at a good deal. You are getting it at a good deal. Now your travel, obviously you can change that. Don't put child salary, but your salary plus travel and due diligence. So you figure like you're already right there. You don't need $150,000 to travel, not to Seattle City. Maybe 50,000. You know, and they don't have an airport in Seattle City either. So you got to fly into Jacksonville and then drive up, or in that case, you just drive down. Now your capex reserve. Remember this number. Oh, hold on, Connie. Yeah, sorry. So the capex. I've just been doing everything at 20%. It can be 15. Like remember, there's certain things you're gonna need like bedding and stuff like that because you want to make sure you have a stockpile. Now this is the only number that's probably will change is your hospitality team. That was only for a regular house. This is like a Mar-a-Lago estate, so it could be a lot more. So and you will adjust that number as you see fit. But like this say if you got a quote because you're gonna need a lot of people for that one, man. This is 5 stars, so you're gonna need a lot of housekeepers. You're gonna need bartenders, everything. I don't know why you need that because they can go right to the actual resort. But your place is gonna be a resort too if you took this one. So this will be a 500,000. 500,000. Remember, everything this is get paid up front. You know what I mean? Now, here we go. Here we go. So in this particular case here, what our closing price, what we were gonna buy the property for, which is the $9.7 million, and this one here is not gonna work. I can tell by looking at it, it's not gonna work. Let's just go 9.8 million. This is not gonna work. By looking at it, yes, this is not gonna work. because now because if you add these two numbers here together, these two numbers, maybe I should just make it that way, make it easier for you. Oh, I did, I did, but I didn't add it all up though. Yeah, yeah, they didn't add it all up. But if you took this number plus this number and then equal sign the money sign. Oh shoot, that's 9 million. 9 million, and you're short. You're short a million. And remember, most of the time you can make it up on the cap stack, and that's right now. Right now, they're at that price now. They're really at that price. There's nowhere you can get it. You can't get the rest from the equity part. So this one won't be a good deal unless you got this thing. Probably maybe if you got this thing, say they wasn't really selling, maybe you got this thing at 40% off of this damn thing. Now this looks a lot better. Now this looks a whole hell of a lot better. You see what I'm saying? This is better just by one shift here because now you figure your target price now would be 65 million or 6.5 million. And now this is way better because now remember this thing here right now, your loan amount is 3.1 million. Your total that you need is 3.57, which is 2 which is 6,230,000 dollars. Now remember the capital stack. Now you can pull that now from the equity because you have a lot of equity left over because you bought it right. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that now the lender will fund this. Now you figure you got almost $3 million that the lender's going to fund for you, and you're going to pull some off the equity to make up the difference. You know, but this is the power of this sheet because now you know why they would give you this amount. I'm sorry, you can't really see me, but why would they give you this amount right here? On top of this, well, because you got a $10 million asset, and that's well below 65%. But this is probably not a really good one. Let's just see if we can find another one here, someone that actually works. How about something in I don't know. How about something in I don't know. What were you looking at down there in Florida somewhere? Orlando somewhere? Let's try Orlando. Is there anything good down in Orlando real quick? I'm trying to keep this short though. See if there's anything good in Orlando. Oh, but that's 6 bedrooms right there. It's only $3 million. 3.1 million. There we go. Now this looks pretty nice. This is 19 million. It's 19 million right there. That's 19 million. This is what this looks like. And remember now, and this is Orlando, so there will be a premium here too. See another little Mar-a-Lago estate. Yeah, this is like another Mar-a-Lago. See, they asked 19.5 million. Remember that we can kind of scoop right through this now because we kind of know what the hell we're doing, right? Hopefully, you have all the numbers that you need right here. I like Homes because Homes actually has all the numbers right where I need them to be, and there's nothing here. They don't have nothing, nothing on here. Yeah, nothing on here. They have nothing on here on this sucker. Nothing. Yeah, that nothing. So in this case, what I would do on here is if they have nothing, and what they say they were asking again? Oh, that's not that one. They're asking $19.5 million. So in this case, I would actually believe that this sucker is probably worth $19.5 million. I really would believe that. So they probably 19.8 million, right? Oh, and then add another zero. maybe just throw another one in there for the hell of it. Say 20 million. I don't know. It's probably worth about that. So now you have the fair market value about what they were asking. Now I wouldn't give this a 70% premium, but I would definitely give it 60. No, that's probably too much. Yeah, it's probably way too much. Yeah, let's go 40%. Now with this being at 40%, with this being at 40%, now your cap stack is now $27 million, and this is a pretty nice damn house. And also, you see how the numbers changed from here to there. So remember now, so we still gonna record the price the same way, but now we only gonna take 10% off of the asking price. Take 10% off the asking price. Go back to normal. Now, 10%. Now, our target price is now 17.5 million dollars. Okay. Now, but we're gonna record it at 13 million. Okay. So remember, it's this times this to get that. That's what we're gonna record it at. Lower number, lower insurance, lower taxes. Your closing cost goes off your target price when we close. Makes sense. Your lending fees already calculated, right? Remember, your lending fees, your loan amount goes off of the recorded price or recorded for. So we're recording at 13.162 million. The lender is going to give us $8.5 million. Okay, so now your lending fees is already calculated because it comes off of this loan amount here, not off the target price loan amount. It comes off of this loan amount. This is what he's actually going to fund. Okay, we're going to get it all. But this is a pretty good deal at that cap stack at a 40% premium. It looked good to me. It could go more. I don't know. That some bitch looks nice to me. Profit finding fee $351,000. Again, that goes off your target price. Remember, all this goes into your cap stack. Okay, your cash back. Same thing. Remember, this is almost a $2.1 million acquisition fee right here. Remember, you got $27 million in the cap stack. You're not even come close to that. You know what I'm saying? Your salary, your salary here. Remember, I just kind of this don't really calculate anything. You really have to do it yourself on this one. But you figure $150,000 would probably be pretty good. Remember, it's 50,000 for your travel to get you and Miss Scotty there. $100,000 a year for your salary. Remember that's up front. Okay. Your white glove staff, I really capex same thing. It's probably you're going to take some money to try to maintain that sucker. So definitely a $3.5 million capex. So you figure in that capex you need cars, a car, limo, anything to take these high end people around, anything like that. So you definitely we need that to remember you want to make this thing the best it can be. Now you got your white glove staff. Again, this is like again another Mar-a-Lago. I'm thinking maybe 500,000 there too. Could be more, could be less because you're gonna need some staff because you want to provide that 5-star touch. Now we build out our capex, our cap stack. So our target price is 17.5 million, right? 17.5 million. 17.5 million. Now this is where it gets really good. Now this is perfect. Look at this. Now this will be funded 100% asset-based lending. Because now look, if you take these two numbers, this number and this number, you're going to get this number. We're targeting 17.5 million with a cap stack of 27 million. Okay, 27 million. Remember, so that's pretty much damn near an extra what 30% equity there. You know what I'm saying? So you have what? Let's see, 17, 19. What was that like? Almost nine to $10 million on equity that you're walking in on. Not bad. That's not bad. But like I said, I think this thing is probably a little more. But I would only person that would know is the lender. But if you go back and look at it, you probably figure it out yourself. But this is it. This deal would fund 100% asset base. Remember, we're recording low. This is the key right here. If you never got this before, this is the key. Your recorded price is going to be lower, and they're funding off of your recorded number. That's what you're recording. Okay, that's the key. That's why it's a high equity, low LTV cashback model. Remember, this cashback is not a bad it's not bad. $2 million on a $19 million asset. That's pretty damn good. Remember, that's all you. And remember, and you need to buy more cars. Buy more cars. Whatever it can. It's going to increase that business. But this video is really really long. I'm going to actually share this little thing with you. This is going to be your copy, not mine. So let's share it. First, I'm unrestrict it first. I think we're going to go to one machine. So there you go. I get the results right. Boom. Right. And make sure it should be unrestricted. Okay. Cool. So now, oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. I'm sharing you my sheet. Wait a minute. That's not what I want. Let me share the sheet with you. Hit copy. All right. Mm-hmm. So right here, unrestricted. I should put restricted this for you, but you got multiple emails. So, and here we go. Boom. Right, boom. Now you got it. So I'm gonna wrap this sucker up right now, and